What's going on, guys, and welcome to episode 4 of PGR4 Platinum playthrough. And in the last episode we managed to get up to rank 51 in the driver standings, still in the professional bracket, aiming for that 44th spot to take us into the next level, which I've actually forgotten what it's called, Hot Shot, and the one above that is Master. So we're aiming for the Hot Shot section, but we'll see how we can do. So on the calendar, we've got 2 championships available today. Still in Season 1, apparently, but we've got D-Class car to use in New York. An overtake, speed challenge, street race, and street race. So the speed challenge is actually on the Brooklyn Bridge there. So that'll be interesting. But a D-Class car again. So we used the CLK last time, which was very quick. And we also have the TVR Cigaris, which isn't too bad in a straight line. The Rocket's pretty awful in a straight line, and the Z01's average. We do have a few kudos, but I don't think it's enough to buy anything that's really going to be of any use. I mean, the 427's fairly quick, isn't it? But the top speed's not brilliant. ADR rate's not that quick either, really. Thinking what we can use. We could just go with the TVR and see how we do. The Diablo was good, wasn't it? That's very quick, but it's a little bit too expensive right now. I think we'll go with the Cigaris. We've got it unlocked, so might as well see how it does. And we've got to go for their crazy TVR colours, haven't we? That's the normal TVR colour we get, so I might choose that sort of yellowy gold. That's quite a cool one. Right then, so overtake for the first one. And 6 vehicles is the target from Zhao, if that's how you say that. And I think that flag is rest of the world, that means. So that means they don't have the flag available in PGR, so you've got to choose that. Right then. In the Cigaris. This was really good in PGR3, but it seems a little bit nerfed in this one, if I remember. Got the RX-7 in front, just had to change our racing line there. We didn't bash right into the back of him. Probably leave it in 3rd round there, just for a bit of better traction. But we've got 2.5 minutes left. And I remember this track very much from PGR3. Go around the outside of the Supra there. Closing in on Antonio in 5th place. The Spaniard. I wasn't quite sure what was coming around there. But we go past the Dodge. Onto the second lap. 4 cars left to overtake. Oh dear, getting a bit crazy under braking there. So basically, it's a giant square, this track. Accelerate, brake, turn right, repeat. Oh dear. Just making contact with the barrier there. That wasn't ideal. I'm hoping this car's good enough to do it. Going around the outside of the, I think it was the van wall there. Right on the corner when I was trying to go around it, so to do a big chunky slide. And we've got the Audi there, S4. 2 more vehicles to go. Yeah, definitely don't need to go down to 2nd and around those corners. I actually quite like the colour. It's kind of goldy brown in between, isn't it? Oh, the Celine is very quick in a straight line. I forgot about that little number. And past the Testarossa to go into 1st place with 50 seconds remaining. So the difficulty's all over the place, it seems like, with some of these. In the Sledgehammer in the previous episode, or the episode before it might have been. Yeah, that was really difficult, some of those timed events. But this one seems to be really easy, and some of the speed challenges are pretty hard as well. And I don't know why this carries on if I've already won. terrible. But I might as well just try and get some kudos, I guess. Although there's not really any corners coming up. So we'll just do it on the spot, because I've no idea. I don't think there's another car till we lap it, basically. So I'll just get a nice 5-star there. 800 kudos. You can get it really quickly in this. Just one slide and you just get the kudos so quickly. But if you look, the first position's gone up now to 10,000 kudos. I'm trying to think what it started at. It might have been 6,000 in F class, but now we're in a higher class. We are getting more kudos, which is good, because the better cars cost more, obviously. And second and third there in the Ducati, Zhao and Leon. But we've got 4 events, so only the first one down. The last 2 are street races, so I'm not too worried about those. But I think the next one might be a speed challenge. So against the Ducatis might be a little bit hard. We'll see how we do. Now, this does all depend on where the speed cameras are. But the Ducatis actually came 3rd and 4th, which is good for us. The Aston Martin Vanquish S came in 1st place, 480 miles an hour. So, that is the target. Let's wind up this little TVR. And the first 2 speed cameras are actually nowhere near the straight. Not so good round there. Hard to get the traction down in this thing. So, we might have to take a hit on this one. We'll see. See how we do. That was better through there. Up to 4th place. Not really ideal, though. I'm hoping it's actually on the straight on the bridge. That'll be quite handy. But something tells me it's not. Let's see what we do. We've got 8 minutes to do this. I don't know why it gives you such a big time. Where is the speed camera? Oh, it is there, so I'm just going to absolutely pelt through this. Still in 4th. Oh, dear. We need 120 miles an hour to win. Well, that's not going to happen, is it? I'm going to have to try that again. That is ridiculous. Yeah, we might have to take the hit on it. Might not be able to come first. It does all depend on the car you choose, because sometimes it's actually impossible to get quicker than the AI. Oh, not with that as well. Right, let's try not to hit the wall this time. Right. 480 miles an hour, that seems like a lot. Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm going to have to do that again. This is hard to get around this first corner. Oh yeah, I did say the speed cameras were the hardest ones. And I do stand by that. Certainly as you go up through the car classes. The targets seem really hard to beat. Right, that was a bit better through there. Still in 4th though. I could not have done that any better, so we might have to actually drop down to 4th place for this one. It's the bike's acceleration. Right, actually in 3rd, so that's 1 place better. But then this is where we really need the Mercedes, to be honest. I didn't really want to use the same car again. But as soon as they put a speed challenge in there, you kind of need that Mercedes. But again, there's 2 street races after this, so if I aim to come first in them, we can just get away with not coming first in this one. Can absolutely plough through this. Don't care what I do after that. So actually down to 4th place now, even though that was as good as I'm going to get that. Oh dear me, what is going on? I'm actually going to turn around and do that again. We've got enough time, haven't we? Because the rest of that was okay, so if I just spin around quickly. Just try and get at least 4th. Again, I'm hitting the wall. Ah, this is so annoying. How much have they got then? 458, and I need 479 to win. I'm glad it's given me all this time now. At least I know when I've done it crap. Right. Come on, little TVR. This is very entertaining for you guys, just seeing me spin around and go forward. Right, 3rd place, that's going to have to do. I cannot go much quicker than that. And we lose 4,000 kudos in that. I want to see what they got on the speed there. Yeah, the Aston Martin's very good round the corners, and that LCC Rocket is also very good low down, but I'm surprised it's still got 10 mile an hour more considering we had that long straight. But this car's just not as good around the corners, putting the power down. The 2 bikes got 4th and 5th, so we can see where we got, well, where we finish for the after that. And unfortunately, we are still in the lead because the Aston Martin came probably 4th, maybe 5th in the last event. So it's not too bad. So we'll go into the next races in 1st place still. Right, so there's the Aston Martin in front. And I think there's a bike in 1st place. Yeah, there is. I guess the bikes. Am I more worried about the bikes? The DB, whatever it is, Aston Martin, came, well, in the overtake in the 1st event. It didn't do that well. And those bikes are just absolutely gone, and so is the rocket car. But yeah, it seems like the tides have turned. Very weird. Bikes are absolutely flying. It's that low down acceleration they've got and grip out the corners. And we'll just go on the inside of this dude. And that bike is wobbling all over the place. How many laps have we got of this? 3 laps. So not too bad. Really not too worried about the street races. Try and catch up to this bike now. It's that low and mid acceleration, they just fly away. Especially on the shorter straights, but we can wind up on these longer ones. At least I'm familiar with this track from PGR4. This thing just loves going sideways though. You saw how much I was struggling to grip out of the corners on that speed challenge. Really have to be careful with the throttle inputs. Because it just kicks out, goes sideways, you lose all your speed. And it actually came pretty far down in my fastest cars series. I thought it might do better in a straight line. I just can't take that corner whatsoever. But the difficulty difference in like the street races and speed camera events and timed events is so much different. Get a little bit of kudos sliding around there. I can afford to actually slide around a few of these corners. Get some more kudos in there. Without hitting the wall, preferably. I'm still not catching up, even though I'm sliding. That was perfect. I'm quite happy with that, and I have to race normally now, so they don't catch up. And I think it's capped at 5,000. I'm not sure if it's the same every race. It could well be. Right, that was much better through there at least. Then we can do a dirty little slide around here. Not quite what I wanted, that. Still doing alright. Coming on to the finish line for the third and final lap. Well, I thought it was on the straight. Oh no, it's on the other side. It's on the straight on PGR3. For some reason they've moved the start line. Whatever reason that would be. They're still nowhere near behind. I was trying to get it to 5-star then, the kudos thing, but it didn't work. So technically you could actually come like 3rd or 2nd and then just do loads of sliding in the race. And you'd get all your kudos back that you'd lose from the position. So that's quite interesting. Right, I do need to start driving normally now. I'll just do round here. Maybe one more. There we go. And we'll stay ahead of this guy, which I'm not going to even try and pronounce that name. Is it Veery? Ah, 4,000's the max on this one. It's obviously different on the different length events. And obviously it makes sense that they've capped it, because you could just keep sliding the entire race and get as many kudos as you want and go up the leaderboard. So it does make sense that they've stopped that happening. You can see absolutely murdered them in the race, but obviously the speed challenge, the difficulty's ramped up big time, because I was absolutely miles behind first place. I think I was 10 miles behind second place. Right, actually taking the corners fairly well now. No crashing anyway. Cool. Across the line. 4,000 plus, was it 10,000 for first? Yeah, so 14,000. So that's the max we're going to get from that. And even better for us, the rocket car came second. The Aston Martin Vanquish S, that was the one. I always get confused between them, and there's the Vantage, isn't there, as well, in this class. But we'll move way ahead now, because they all keep swapping positions. So we're 10,000 ahead. So we could get away with coming last to the next one if we really wanted to. Right then, let's go again. I wonder why it's the same starting order each time in the street races. Because the bike's in front again, and the Aston Martin's in front of us, same as before. And we always slip miles behind on the start, with those bikes launching very well. Oh, taking that nicely. And this LCC car's going quite slowly around here. Just nudge him a little bit. Nope, can't get in front. And you can see the acceleration of this little car in front's actually pretty good. Let's try and go around the inside of him. And we'll just drive through the bike. Easiest way there. And the same things happened in the last race, where this other little bike's gone quite far ahead. But we'll just get some kudos on the way. 3 laps of this this track. I'm trying to think if I've actually done this track on PGR3. Oh yes, we have. Yeah, I do recognise it now. I wondered if I'd maybe gone the other way around, so that's why I didn't recognise it, but although maybe not this bit. I recognise all the rest of it, but maybe they just moved the start line again. Quite nice through there again. That was nice through there. 606 kudos. Oh, crap. Overcooked that slightly. We can just keep getting a little bit around each corner. And if you go on the curb like I just did then, it doesn't actually like it when you brake. It squirrels all over the place. Another 5-star move. That's cool. Not too far off the total kudos we can have actually for this. And that was a nice slide again. So that should be max, is it now? Well, not quite. That should be it. 4,000, hopefully. There we go. So I don't really need to slide anymore. But getting a little bit more familiar with how this TVR handles. It's great for getting kudos. Really good because it just power slides all the time, pretty much. But for getting your foot down and really accelerating out of corners, it's really not the best thing. Really got to be gentle with it. But miles ahead now. And I wonder when we can start unlocking C classes. I'm not sure if it's within the Pro League that we're in now, or if it's in the Hot Shot, which is the next one. Because it might take a while to get enough points, because we're only getting 30 per championship in this one. So it's not a great deal, really. Considering in F we were getting 25, wasn't it? So it's only 5 more points, and there's an extra event as well, so... And there we go, last corner. Very nice indeed. Good little TVR. Did the business for us in this championship. Maybe not in the speed challenge, but good enough. At least we got third and it didn't drop any further down than that. 14,000 kudos again. So that's nice. We're getting a nice little nest egg for buying some more cars in the future. And the bike came second. So again, that mixes up the leaderboard again. The LCC didn't come second this time. But it moves up to second overall. And we're on 46,000, which is a good chunk of kudos to have. 30 points as well for the leaderboard. We'll see what that does to us. Probably only go up 1 position or something. There we go, though. New York City Pro Racing Series done. And we went up 2 places. So not a great deal. And 272, so it's going to be a few more championships before we move to the next bracket. But we've got 146 kudos. 146,000 kudos, sorry. To buy new cars, but we've got a qualifier. Did it say we're qualified for this? Next up is a major with fast cars, tough opponents, and big tour point rewards. If your rank isn't high enough yet. So again, we need to qualify for an event. And it's D class this time. So we could buy another car, really. Americas. Doesn't say where it is. Oh, Quebec. No. Is it in Quebec? Yeah, top right says Quebec, doesn't it? Now, which car is going to be good for Quebec? Because the Diablo is quick as hell. Mitsubishi's good as well, but not very good top speed, but it does handle very well. Oh, I don't know. Difficult choice. There's lots of good cars in this this class. We could go Diablo, because we get Lamborghinis with this as well. Yeah, screw it. Let's go Diablo. Let's unlock it. We can see what we've unlocked as well with all of that. Go to PGR shop. And we get Countach in E, Diablo, Gallardo, Murcielago. Oh, all the Lamborghinis, pretty much. That's pretty cool, because that means we've got a couple different A and B class cars to use. And C, actually, Gallardo. So, that's good. It's good that we had that many kudos to spend. That's opened our options up a little bit. But let's go with Diablo. Loads of colours to pick. Obviously, orange is the typical Lamborghini colour, but we can branch out a little bit if we want to. I like that purple. It's quite cool for it. Or that one. One of those two. Let's go purple. So, 57.5 is the target. To be honest, I think the Lamborghini, not the Lamborghini, the Mitsubishi FQ400 would have probably been very good for this because of its tight handling and really good brakes and grip and all that jazz. But I kind of wanted to use this. This is very good in the class. It does grip actually. It just understeers like an absolute bitch. Understeers more than anything in the class probably, but it's just really quick. It's got 8 on acceleration and top speed. So that's why you choose this thing. If not just for its cool appearance. And awesome soundtrack to its engine. One of my favourite Lamborghinis, the Diablo. It really does look the business, and I've completely ruined the lap. I think that was alright until that very last chicane. Somehow qualified when we were facing the wrong way at one point. That would have been a really quick lap then, if that wasn't for the that corner then. But I'm quite happy using that car in this class. It's going to be pretty cool, I think. So we did qualify, major championship. And thank God this time it's only street races and a one-on-one. No time runs for us. 50 points available again, so that's very good. And Diablo again. I want to choose this other colour this time. Right then, so who are we up against in this one? Ah, interesting layout this time. 8 players in the first group. Got the RUF, M5, the bike again, ZR1, Ducati, 355F1, GT40. So the RUF's pretty good actually. Very planted and solid round corners. Not too bad in a straight line. But this Diablo is an absolute rocket and very quick off the line as well. But it is foggy. That's one thing to note. And I don't know where I'm going anyway, so fog really does not help us. But just got a couple bikes in front now. Going on 2 wheels, getting quite a lot of kudos for that. Oh, God. Right, we're coming up to a twisty, tight section now. Just going to have to guess what I'm doing. That was nice through there. Going around the bike, and then I can brake later than the bike as well. And just fly around the inside of him. Onto the straight now, so nothing's catching this thing. Going a bit wide through there. Did miss the apex. I forgot the understeer. Comes into play quite badly. And again around there, but just about getting around there. I have to change into second. And nicely around there. Happy with that. So we've got a fairly decent lead, so I could start doing a bit of slideroonies into the wall. Didn't realise that was quite sharp, that corner. There's really weird sections around there, but I do like the track overall. Like they're long sweeping corners, those ones. Quite hard to judge them. Yeah, this doesn't slide. This really doesn't slide. You have to really kick it in. Not quite like that TVR where all you had to do was just accelerate and it would do it. Yeah, I can't get this thing sliding. Nope. Maybe not the car for it, but can just drive normally then. There you go. You have to be going really quickly to get this thing into a drift. Really nice colour. Oh, colour for this one. This is my favourite colour I've picked so far. It's like a sparkly grey almost. Oh crap. Was going for a drift then and absolutely butchered it. I guess we'll just drive normally because I can't get enough kudos in this thing for it to be worth it really. We've got 2,100, so that's not too bad really. And I don't know what I was trying to do there. I was trying to go out wide just to chuck it into a slide and then just completely lost concept of the speed that I was going. So yeah, let's just actually race now instead of messing around. Because we have the bike right behind us, so... Taking that one nicely again. Fly through here, just gain so much time on any of the straights like that. Change down to third after I hit the wall. It's actually really nice to drive a Diablo. Which is surprising because in PGR3 it was pretty hopeless, to be honest. But with the class differences in this one, it seems to be really good. More classes. Obviously, we've got A to F instead of A to E. No, A to G, sorry. A to G instead of A to E. And this one's just better in the class than it was in PGR3. Right, we can get just about a handbrake drift around there. Not getting the most kudos, but it's fine. Finished first place. So hopefully with these street races and one-on-one, we should get an easy 50 points, really. So everything but the bike has been eliminated for the next round. Right, then stage 2. 4 players in this. So hopefully this should be alright. We're actually starting first for some reason. I'm not sure what the reason is for that. But Diablo's not bad off the line, but the bikes are obviously very good off the line. How did he not fall off then? They've made the bike a bit rubber bandy, obviously to make it a bit more fair so they don't fall off all the time, but that was quite ridiculous. Very talented rider to stay on there, that's all I can say. I just pretend like the bikes aren't there because you can just bully them completely out of the way. It's quite funny, really. Andreas Schmidt in second. And this is my favourite part of Quebec, the Quebec tracks. I really like this this area around the back side of it. Went in a bit too early there. Ooh, cutting back on the left. And then a chicane as well. Bit more technical there. But yeah, I do like Quebec. It's one of my more, one of my favourite circuits really. The ones I prefer the most. That Macau was a bit too complicated and narrow for me, personally. And the America circuits I'm pretty used to from PGR3. So nothing special about them. But we've got 3 laps of this, so plenty of time to get used to this circuit at least. Back around this section again so we can just rev the Diablo up. Down to 3rd, I think, down there. And then this short section again. Really trying to get into a slide, but there's absolutely no point with this car. It just doesn't slide. Try around here. You barely get anything. It grips too much. Too much grippage. Although I got fastest lap, so we get some for that. And not too bad a drift around there. You have to be going very quickly. So it's definitely better on the straights. Well, a fast corner from a straight. Right, I don't need to change down to 2nd there. I did keep doing that. Nicely round there. Just over 7,000. Changed gear. And we're 6 seconds ahead now. Nearly 7. Oops, went a bit wide there. Somehow kept that kudos, even though smashed into the barrier. And that's quite a cool section. I do like that as well. And taking that too narrow. But there we go. Now time for the one-on-one. It's like a tournament layout they've gone for. So all of those got eliminated. 2 bikes and the 355 F1. So moving on to the one-on-one. Right, so who's the lucky bugger we're against then in the final? In an Aston Martin, or is that an R8? That's an Aston Martin, isn't it? And we'll do him for pace off the start. And that was not a good corner, really. I think we're going the opposite way around now. Yeah, we're coming up to these long corners now. So, to be honest, we're just going to do him for pace, if not round the corners. Oh, crap. I was not expecting that. That seemed a lot shorter than the other one. I was expecting loads more corners to come up there. So obviously, this is a different track. Question is, where is the finish line? We need to catch up to this dude. Now doing conservative braking. Taking that all right though. Ah, the finish line's miles away. We're all right. Going through the town now. Down here. Yeah, I think is Quebec my favourite place? Definitely one of them. One of my favourite locations of the game. I did play this game when it first came out, but it was so many years ago. I think it was 2007 it came out. So I've really not played it much, so this is the first time revisiting it, really, since then. So all of the track layouts have completely gone out of my mind, of course. I just noticed we're against that Calvin Barnes dude that we were against in the Sledgehammer. And looking back at the footage, I didn't actually realise, but he was the one that was in the Sledgehammer too. Didn't realise that until I saw that. I looked back, and now we're going up the tight, twisty section in the town. And down the narrow corridor for the second lap. A long lap, actually, 2 minutes. Again, I'm being quite conservative with the braking because I don't want to repeat that other corner, which is probably going to happen. So I was expecting to carry on left here and fly through here, but obviously that didn't happen. So, noted and done much better. Probably stick in third round there, which we can. And this is the widest section I've seen in Quebec so far, this little section here. Crap. I hope he doesn't catch up. Ruin one section, one lap, and another section, another lap. But halfway through this second lap now. Not too bad. I actually forgot this game had one-on-ones. Crap. I much prefer street races. I don't really understand the point in one-on-ones. I get on this because it's like a tournament. It's the last two. But much prefer street races, to be honest. Miles ahead of that Aston now. No idea which one it is, because I can't really tell them apart very easily anyway. So it's the Vantage or the Vanquish, one of those two. It's nice up there, and I think this is the last straight, is it? Again, not really many kudos, but we'll take whatever we can get, really. Awesome. Finishing that, 1009 kudos. It was the Vantage, the V8 Vantage he was in. Nevertheless, finishing the major 50 points, that's the important bit. So what does that mean then? Win the major, gold tyres stacked up. So we fly up to 45th place. Not too far behind Alex Fung and Mihi Kim. 45th, so not that many points between us. 19, is it? No, 21, sorry. 21 points. And yeah, getting there. We are getting there, so let's have a little look. Didn't get many kudos in that, that's the only thing. But it looks like we're moving location now from North America to Europe, I'm guessing, because we're going east. Yes, we are. So what have we got here? St. Petersburg, Nürburgring, and London. St. Petersburg was the other location I really like on this game, actually. Obviously, London returns from PGR3 and the Nürburgring. But St. Petersburg, I do like this. Got a very long straight with jumps on it. That's what I seem to remember from that one. But let's have a little look what will be for next time. So again, we're still not quite in this next bracket, the hotshot bracket. So only 30 tour points available in E-Class. And it'll be 4 events. So that'll be interesting in London. So that's going to be the end of the episode, guys. Thank you all for watching, as always. And I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next episode.